This is a tour of all of my fish tanks. I have 7 aquariums total, but 2 of them are small and don't really have anyone interesting living in them. It's just pest snails and scuds. So I'm gonna skip those 2 for this. I'm gonna start with this tank right here. It's a 10-gallon. It's got baby Endlers, mystery snails, and orange sun-kissed shrimp living in there. There's also some pesky ram's horns. The aquascape in here is a crazy clown doo-doo clown mess. I just put random plants. Don't ask. I've got a glass canopy, a Marineland LED bar, Hershey's bar, and a Fluval Aqua Clear hang on the back filter. I've also got a Fluval heater and a random thermometer from Amazon. There's a bunch of guppy grass, Anubias, Java fern. There's some subwasser tang, which the shrimp love. There's a couple pieces of driftwood in there, as well as 2 fake decorations that grow live plants. The live plants have since died. There's some random dragon stones scattered about. I've also got a duckweed corral to keep my duckweed from getting drowned by the hang on the back. And as far as substrate goes, it used to be fluval stratum capped off with a layer of sand. But I didn't do a thick enough layer of either one, honestly. I was doing a water change with the gravel vac one day and mixed it all up on accident. So that's what we're living with now. Both of the mystery snails in this tank are from Jaden, my boyfriend. They are named Acorn and Walnut, and they're the only 2 in this tank that are named. Besides all of the shrimp, they're just all collectively named Sunny. I've had Acorn for over a year now, but I just got Walnut from Jaden, and I'm gonna try and breed them. They've been doing a good job so far. Yeah. I keep some tannins in the tank to make sure the water's not too hard for the shrimp, and I do that by using leaves, bark, cones, and wood. And I do that for this tank as well, which is a 29-gallon. Let's go ahead and dive into that one. This aquascape has to be my favorite. I love a good archway. I don't know what it is. It's peaceful. Why? I don't know. It's just a stick. So in this 29-gallon, I've got Tootsie, my giant Betta. I got her from Aquashella at the end of last year. I've also got Waldorf, who is an albino bristlenose Pleco. I've had her since she was like the size of my thumbnail. She was so tiny. There are 5 Kuhli Loaches of varying patterns and different colors. One of them is more of like an orangey yellow in the stripes. The only 2 Kuhlis that are named are the adults, and they're named Kiki and Kalua. There's a bunch of ghost shrimp in here. I've had them as long as I've been fish keeping. There's 3 pieces of driftwood. Actually, there's a whopping 5 pieces of driftwood in that tank. We've got spiderwood, grapevine, I believe, and Malaysian driftwood. And then there's 4 fake decorations.
You're not an intellectual. You're a fake and a fraud.
There's the rock cave, which everyone loves. There's a fake piece of driftwood that provides some support for the real driftwood and also creates like a little hiding area for everybody. There's a fake log hide that I've only really ever seen the shrimp use. And then there's one in the very back of the tank that you can't even see, but it's basically fake wood, and then it's got like a tunnel going through it. And once again, we've got guppy grass, Anubias, Java fern. There's a cryptocoryne growing out of the wood. I stuck it in a hole in the wood when it was about this big, and I can't believe how much it's grown just in that little pinhole.
Who you calling pinhead?
There's a pink aquarium lily that I got from Aquarium Co-op, which is not so pink anymore since it's regrown. For the substrate, I've got pure water pebbles, fluval stratum, Eco Complete, and aquarium sand. I've also got some medium and big river stones in there. This tank's got a glass canopy on it too. I use a Marineland LED for that too, and I also use Fluval Aqua Clear hang on the back filters for this tank as well. I used 2 of them.
Socks. 2 of them.
There's also another Fluval heater, and there's an air stone in there as well. And I use the same crappy thermometer for that tank. Acorn used to be in this tank with everybody, but I had a sneaking suspicion he was getting bullied because he would never want to take his antennas out of the shell. It's actually antennae, not antennas. Thank you, you may proceed. So I feel like Tootsie was trying to eat them because they look like black worms, which she loves to munch on. So I moved him in here, and he's so much happier. He loves it in here. This tank right here is a 10-gallon. It's got 2 Sunburst diving beetles in it, and I'm trying to get them to breed. They are both named Ringo Starr, as in Ringo from the Beatles. Thank you, peace and love. I've got some moist cups of dirt floating around on the surface of the water in case there's any larvae that want to go in there. They've got an above ground area built up with dragonstone and driftwood and fake log. They've got a dragonstone cave which supports the above ground stone area. There's 2 pieces of driftwood. One is spiderwood, the other is mopani wood, I think. The substrate is just eco-complete. We've got more guppy grass, there's some hornwort, there's creeping jenny, and pond starwort. I use a mesh Zilla lid with the little feeding hole that you can open up. Another Marineland LED, and there's a sponge filter and a fluval heater hiding behind one of the pieces of driftwood. There's also a zebra nerite snail in there. I've had him forever. And there's a sticker on the front of the tank of the Betta who used to live in that tank. Her name was Freddie. Rest in peace, Freddie. I love you so much. On to the next tank. This is another 10-gallon. There are African dwarf frogs in here. I've got salvinia in here. Lots of it. A lot of java fern and anubias. There's a piece of spiderwood and more dragonstone to give places for them to hide. The substrate is just fluval stratum, and then there's glass feeding dishes in there so I can put their food in there and they can't eat the substrate. I don't remember what brand the internal filter is for this tank, but it's from PetSmart, I think. I got this tank as a kit, so the lid and the light just came with the kit. And then I have yet another fluval heater in there and the same crappy thermometer that I use for all of my tanks. And we've got a little froggy sticker available on my Etsy shop. And while I'm at it, I've got salvinia and duckweed on my Etsy and eBay, which are both Syd's Pet Shop. Thank you. And in here is a red spotted nerite snail named Pumpkin. I love her so much. Frogs also have one of those little leaves that suction to the glass for them to rest on, but they hardly ever use it because there's so many other leaves in there for them to rest on. That java fern, by the way, is going crazy and growing out of the water and making huge leaves. I've been able to trim so much java fern out of here and propagate it into other tanks. Same with this guppy grass, it just goes crazy.
Go crazy! Ah, go stupid! Ah, go crazy!
And the last tank is the one y'all saw in my last video. It's a 3.5 gallon. It's got Joe, who is a Cappuccino spike snail. He is 7 years old, so this is his retirement home. There's also an assassin snail in there temporarily helping me with some pest snails that got in there. This tank was a kit as well. It came with a lid, but I stepped on it and broke it, and it was glass, so that was fun. The filter and the lights, just whatever came with it. The substrate is just aquarium sand. I've got pothos and pond starwort growing out of the filter. There's pond starwort growing out of the water as well. And then under the water, there's creeping jenny, guppy grass, a little bit of java fern, cryptocoryne, and just a little bit of java moss. There's that main piece of driftwood in the middle that sticks up out of the water a little bit, which is nice for Joe to be able to climb up and get air easily. This is the shell of a mystery snail that was once living named Goldmember. He did not live in this tank, by the way. He was in a 55 gallon, which was epic. And there's scuds in all of my tanks except for the one with mystery snails and shrimp. If you're wondering what tank stands I use, they are Titanese steel stands. I don't know if I'm ever pronouncing that brand name right, but I'll put it on the screen. It's magnetic, so I have magnets up there. I've got a rainbow, Care Bear, K for Kobe, he's a Betta who used to live in here. There's a F for Freddy, another Care Bear, Teddy Bear, Strawberry, This is the sticker that was on Freddie's cup when I got her. It says koi female. I pretend like that's her birth certificate, so that's always there. Oh, I need to show you this magnet up close. I got it for free. I got it for free with something. I think I got it for free with my bumper sticker that says I eat aquarium rocks. And if you like that, you might like this frog magnet. I've got a Kuromi and some shells and 2 more Care Bears. There's no way I just went into detail on all of my tanks that quickly. I plan on doing a tour of all of my reptile tanks next. I've got a crested gecko, a leopard gecko, and a tropical house gecko. So keep an eye out for that from my reptile folk. And that's everything. That went by really fast. If I left anything out, or if you have any questions, if you want to know what I feed everybody, I'd love to do a video on that. Just let me know in the comments. I'd love to respond. I love reading your comments. I really appreciate everyone who's positive and supportive. As Nino Bonita Brown says, keep it cute, keep it mute, or get the boot. But yeah, thank you for watching from me and everyone in these tanks. We really appreciate you. Everyone who's subscribed, everyone who's commented, everyone who's liked my videos, everyone who's just clicked on my videos. I really appreciate you. Thank you so, so much. Leave a fish emoji in the comments if you got this far so that I can see who the real ones are. Okay. Peace out, love. Thank you. Thank you. I'ma go eat some spinach and artichoke dip. Thumbnail. Thumbnail. I need to go because these frogs do not make good parents. Their eyes are bigger than their heart. What? Their stomach, their eyes are bigger than their stomach, which is bigger than their heart. Yeah. Okay. Bye.